Hello, so this is the Ray project. The Ray project is aimed at Python project, right? Uh, so while in Java, it's very easy in Java in the JVM ecosystem, in Spark, it's very easy to scale things out, right, to multiple machines. Because we have all the frameworks, we had in the past Hadoop, and now we have Spark, and there is all these multi-threading concepts in a single machine. And in Python, things are totally different, right? It was built for easier usage, and the easier usage led to all the AI and all the deep learning and all the libraries to be developed mainly here in Python. But alas, we have no multi-machine support. So Ray is aiming to support this. So this is an open source project. So if you have a Python project specifically, usually in the AI space, and you want it to scale, you want it to be faster when training, when learning, then Ray is for you. Ray is the current choice. It's a library that many use, and this is the homepage. So Ray is an open source unified compute framework that makes it easy to scale AI and Python workloads from reinforcement learning to deep learning and tuning and model serving. So we have here all the marketing stuff, all the companies you see, that big companies such as Netflix, Uber, Spotify, LinkedIn, they use it. So it's pretty safe to use it. Some happy faces, and it's used to accelerate your PyTorch. So it's integrating with the libraries that we have. So if you have a PyTorch, the target is that you would not need to make any major changes to your application. Use the standard API, maybe with slight edges, but hopefully they achieved a way for you to almost do not make any changes to your application and just use it. Hyperparameters tuning, accelerate your hyperparameter search workload with RainTune. This looks like a library, find and best model and use the tuning cost. Model serving, also for model serving, not just training, because what I saw so far is that we train things with Python and all the libraries because all the AI libraries are there. And then when we go to serve the model, then we turn to Java, JVM, because this is what handles faster workloads or even C++. So now you can also deploy your machine learning models at a scale with Ray serve a Python first and framework agnostic model serving framework. So whatever can be written in any language would eventually be written in Python. This is what it seems. So let's look. It's an open source, so we can see it's GitHub here, right? So we see here the GitHub projects. Let's see. You see last week, a good sign. Last week, 2 days ago. I mean, it's both a good and a bad sign. It means the project is still worked on. They didn't finish the job. After all, you wouldn't need to do an update. We see fix, right? So it's good. It's good. It's 31K stars, 5.44. So it's heavily used, right? It's just by looking at this page, I know it's not a bad bet. It's not a bad bet to go for it. So let's look at this. So we see here, we have here all the phases. So what is exactly Ray? Ray is a unified framework for scaling AI and Python applications where it consists of core distributed runtime instead of AI libraries. So they have a couple of AI libraries, Data, Train, Tune, Serve, and RLib. And Data is a scalable data set for ML. So they do introduce new APIs. Data is a scalable data set for MLs, Train distributed training, Tune scalable hyperparameter tuning, RLib, scalable reinforcement learning, Serve scalable program servings. They have tasks, actors, and objects. When I see actors, I enjoy less life. Stateful worker process creating, because this introduces a huge amount of complexity. You really need to think twice before you use it. Unless you are developing a telephony system that needs to serve billions of calls, then you need actors, but in other ways, just use multi-threading or something simpler. So this was a brief overview of what Ray is.